Hello there. In case my teeth didn't make it obvious, I'm British. And we British people love more than anything else to be polite. But sometimes you you need to be rude. So instead of asking a question politely, like, "Excuse me, I'm sorry, can I please have a glass of water?" No, I want a glass of water. Give me a glass of water. That is demanding, demanding is rude, and that is the plan here. So, who are you?
Whoa, Whoa, don't listen to him. That is evil, Ali.
No!
He's from another universe. I'll explain later. Let me start this one again. Okay, 2, 3, and go. Hi, in case my teeth didn't make it obvious, I'm British. So in general, when we talk to someone, we assume that we are interrupting their day. So usually we start with, "Sorry to bother you, but..." Practice your pronunciation with me. Sorry to bother you, but... I know, this is long, we are weird, I'm sorry about that. See, we do it all the time. But if we say it and now you say it, we assume that you're one of us. And we love you. Today, we are going to do polite questions in progressively more difficult ways. So let's start easy. You want to sit there, but that's very close to this guy. Always got to respect someone's personal space. So, how can we ask, "I want to sit there," in a polite way? Obviously, "Can I sit there?" is fine. You can say that, there's nothing wrong with it. But we want to make this more polite, so... "Do you mind if I sit here?" "Do you mind?" means, is this a problem for you? So, the answer, that's a problem. "Yes, I mind." Or, if it's okay, "Of course I don't mind. Do you want to talk about Jesus?" "Yes, I mind." "Eh? No, I don't mind." Pronunciation. To get a good flow of pronunciation and intonation, stress these two verbs. "Do you mind if I sit here?" "Do you mind if I sit here?" You say it. Nice, you're amazing. But we could, to make it more natural sounding, combine "do you" to sound like "j." "Do you mind?" Say it with me. "Do you mind if I sit here?" You're amazing and you're going to do great things. Same level of politeness, we could say, "Is it alright if I sit here?" You'll notice I use glottal T's, "it" instead of "it." That's my preference, you might be different. "Is it alright if I sit here?" Takes longer, sounds a bit less natural, but it's your choice. And pronunciation, stress on this word and this syllable. Right. To get that nice flow, we want to make the whole sentence sound like one long word. And if you're speaking fast, "is it" kind of squeezes together to sound like zit. Is it alright? No one really hears that first schwa sound. It's so quiet, like it basically doesn't exist. "Is it alright if I sit here?" See? You can't hear it. Try that, practice with me. "Is it alright if I sit here?" You can do faster. "It's alright if I sit here." You are amazing. You could also ask a "do you mind" question, but make sure the next verb is in the ing form. Like, "Chrissy, do you mind waking up?" Now let's change it. A bit less direct and a bit more polite. Your phone is almost dead, so you want to use this thing. This is called a charger. Would it be okay if? The verb is use, but because this is a second conditional structure, we need a past verb. Used. Would it be okay if I use the charger? Practice, say it. You're beautiful. Now, honestly, sometimes you're gonna hear this in a present tense, and honestly, it's fine. No one will punch you in the face if you use a present tense verb in a second conditional sentence. In a test, yeah, your teacher might punch you in the face, but in natural conversation, it's fine. And it has basically the same level of politeness because using would makes it sound less direct, meaning more polite. Now we're getting a bit more advanced. You want to know the time. Do you have the time? We want to change this to a negative statement. You don't have the time. Now we need a question tag. If you're not sure about question tags, I made a whole video of it right there. But if you're brilliant at question tags, you already know. You don't have the time, do you? For extra politeness points, you could add by any chance. This could actually go at the beginning. It could also go between the auxiliary, do be have, and the main verb. Those are where it sounds the best. You don't have the time by any chance, do you? See, this little thing makes everything more polite. So practice with me. Choose any variation of this and say it. You're amazing. I'm so proud of you. A different structure, but still asking for information. You've lost your phone. Where is it? Ah, my friend. Maybe she knows. Do you know where my phone is? That's fine, but we want to make it more polite, so let's break this down. You wouldn't happen to is a really polite way of asking for information, and I've made a video explaining this a bit more. You can click here to watch that. A negative statement, you wouldn't happen to know where my phone is. Would you? The question tag. So this might sound crazy long and maybe too polite, but it's really not. This is a very common way that we ask questions. So you need to practice. Stress in these 4 places. Don't worry, we'll go slow first and then speed it up. You wouldn't happen to know where my phone is, would you? Great, now faster. You wouldn't happen to know where my phone is, would you? You're doing amazing, keep going. And finally, this is way more advanced. Oh my God, turn it down, it's too loud. Can you turn it down? There are so many little pieces of politeness that you can add to any question to make it sound more polite. So, all of these are optional. Use as many or as few as you like. We'll start with sorry. We'll change can for could. And remember, we'll make it a negative statement, adding a question tag. Sorry, you couldn't turn it down, could you? Let's add the word just before the verb. Now make it sound like you're not asking for much. So add a bit. Sorry, you couldn't just turn it down a bit, could ya? Nice. Test time. Show me what you've learned. I'm going to give you some common scenarios. You have 5 seconds to say out loud an appropriate, polite question using the structures I've given you. So if you're not sure, watch again if you need to. After the 5 seconds, don't worry if you can't think of one. I'll give you a perfect example of what you could say in that situation. If you add these to your Instagram or TikTok, make sure you tag me so I can see them and repost the best ones. Are you ready? Let's go. Is it all right if I put my phone on charge? I wonder if they have oat milk. Ask if they have oat milk. Sorry, you don't have oat milk, do you? Ask if you can use the toilet. Sorry, would it be okay if I use the toilet? Ask them to open a window, because you are hot. Sorry, you couldn't just open the window a bit, could you? Boiling. Ask them where the tube is. Sorry, you wouldn't happen to know where the tube is, would you? Congratulations, now you're a professional, polite person. Now go out there and, oh no, he's back.
You just pushed me through a portal into another dimension. That is so rude. I like it.
Oh, just get my ebook to remember these lessons faster and way better.
No, don't buy my book. It's awful. You'll hate it.
I'll see you in the next class.
I'll hear you in the next class.
What? Bye.
Hello.
Well, that doesn't even make sense.